Alright, and we're back. And Yosuke has a golf club and a rope.
We came to stop you, idiot!
That would make for a sick-ass weapon.
You really shouldn't do this.
That's like something Scorpion would use. If he didn't have a knife and was an idiot.
I know, but we were able to come back once, right?
So you brought a golf club.
If we go in from the same location, maybe we'll meet that bear again.
And you assume he'll help us a second time.
Maybe isn't good enough.
I agree.
Look, I can't just act like everyone else.
The meat-eating kung fu chick makes a valid point.
That's true, but...
Look, dude, she wasn't really that into you either.
Could you just walk away?
From adventure? No, but I'm worried about Chie. There's no telling what may happen over there. Your concern over Chie coming along. Your understanding increased. I'm a sensitive guy.
Yeah, it'll be just you and
Whoa,
me.
the music just got intense.
Don't worry, I'm not going in without a plan. Chie, I'm leaving you in charge of this.
Huh? What's that? A rope?
Why? Have you never seen one before?
We'll go in with this tied to me. So I want you to hold on to this and wait here.
Okay, there's a few problems with this.
What? Then this is a lifeline? Come on, wait a sec.
Wait, are you expecting me to, like, just hold on to you and then we pull?
This is for you.
Oh, sweet. Thanks for the frickin' 3-wood. No, I've been meaning to pick up on my game lately.
I thought it might be better than going in empty-handed.
To be honest, I played golf before. I don't really, well...
There's no use wasting any more time.
But I mean, this thing has kind of a weird, like, shaft. Wouldn't it, like, break or something like that if I whacked it on something enough times?
Hey! I said wait!
That's why you gotta use an iron and not a wood. I mean, I know the bigger, head of the club looks a lot more appealing and looks like you could bash shit with it, but still, you want to go with something that's, like, even throughout. Hold on to the rope, for God's sakes! Don't let go! Never let go! Oh, fuck.
See? I knew this wasn't gonna work.
And they were never heard
Now
from
what?
again. The end. Thank you for watching my Persona 4 LP. We died. The end. Did you decide to put your wallet in another place besides your ass pocket?
Is this...
Yes, we're in the same place.
This is the same place as last time. So they are connected from place to place.
Good call.
You guys, why'd you come back?
'Cause we missed you, baby.
I get it. You're the ones behind this.
Now, why would you think that?
You're that thing from last time. Wait, what the hell did you just say?
Why would we throw ourselves in the TV?
Lately, I can tell someone's been throwing people in here.
So why would we throw ourselves
It's
in
making this
here?
world more and more messed up.
Again, you're proving our point.
This is the second time you guys came here, and I don't think anyone forced you in. That means you're the most suspicious.
Coming from the talking bear.
You guys must be the ones throwing the people in here.
Don't label us like that. Let's be civil.
Talking about throwing people in.
I'll be good cop, Yosuke be bad cop.
If someone was thrown in here and they couldn't get out, they might die.
See?
Who would do such a...
Objection, motherfucker!
All this talk about someone throwing people in here. Does he mean Senpai and the announcer?
Most likely.
Did that someone throw those two in here?
And again, we had the crux for our whole plot.
What do you think?
To be fair, Yosuke's got a very good point. That must be it. Otherwise,
Yeah.
no story.
I agree.
And it'd just be random.
Let's assume he's telling the truth.
He has a trustworthy
Could
face.
it be that someone's throwing people in here intending to kill them?
That would be a fair
That's the
assessment,
case.
yes.
What are you guys mumbling about? Why'd you come here anyways?
Because we wanted to
It's
adventure.
a one-way door. You can't get out once you're in. Remember how I had to let you guys out?
Hold it! Then why would you accuse us?
Yeah, whatever. We don't need your help this time. See? This time we have a lifeline.
Oh yeah, about to mention that. Why do you think that would work?
Hey! You better let us out once we're done investigating here.
Oh, Yosuke's confidence kind of got shot after
I'm
that.
the one who wants to investigate.
Girls, you're both pretty.
I've lived here for a long time, but it's never been noisy like this till now. Do you have proof? Prove to me you're not throwing people in here.
Cause we're in here is proof. Why the fuck would we? Never mind. It doesn't work that way. You prove that you're not the one.
So it is you guys.
For the last time, it's not us. So we've got nothing to prove to you.
I'm voiced by Johnny Young Bosch, and he's voiced by Yuri
you gotta answer our
Lowenthal,
questions.
the two most trustworthy
Last
people
time
ever.
we came by accident. We're dead serious.
You, on the other hand, are voiced by the Devil Hand.
Died in our world.
2 to
When
1.
fog appears, a dead body shows up with it.
That
It
is
has to be
true.
related to this place somehow. If you know something, tell us.
Or else we're gonna have to really grill ya.
Whenever the fog appears?
Again,
Know that if it's
yes.
foggy on your side, the fog lifts here.
Interesting.
It's really dangerous when the fog lifts. That's when the shadows get violent.
And that's when people die.
Ah, I get it.
Again, the story will kind of explain this as the game
Explain
progresses.
it to us, damn it.
Yosuke, keep up with...
Fog on our side,
Try to
it
keep
isn't
up with
in
us, huh?
here. Shadows get violent?
Again, why do people
That's why
insist
it's
on doing the
very
solid snake
dangerous
approach
when
and just
that
repeat
happens.
what everybody says?
Okay, no more questions.
No more questions! You get no more
I know
questions!
you guys did it. You better stop right now.
Either way, whether we did or we didn't, it's 2 to 1, asshole. What you gonna do?
We're not the ones doing it.
And he's right, we
Had it
didn't.
with you. Why the hell won't you listen to what we're saying?
Beat his ass, Yosuke.
I'm just saying, you might be the culprits.
Oh, now you're starting to back
I'm
off.
Just making sure.
Uh-huh. What you gonna do? Arrest us?
Man, this bear's
I am the law.
nuts. What is this place anyways? It looks like a TV studio. Is something being filmed?
No, it's a dance studio. Obviously. That's where we're gonna dance, dude.
Don't tell me. Is that weird show being filmed here?
That's what they call a snuff film.
Weird show? Filmed? What does that mean?
I'm asking if someone's been filming the people that get thrown in here.
I don't get it. This world has always
Our character's
been
being awfully quiet for this whole conversation.
Filming thing here.
Oh, never mind. What do you mean?
Only me and Shadows are here. I told you before.
Okay, see, shadows at this point don't mean anything to
What these
us.
shadow things are, or what you
Exactly.
are either, for that matter.
He's a bear.
You keep
That's
telling
obvious.
us to prove our innocence, but
Look
you're
at
the
his little
most
tail
suspicious thing
like
here.
Waggy.
Maybe you're the real culprit.
Dude, that makes no
What's
sense.
with that stupid costume? I'd say it's time you showed your face.
Yosuke, maybe don't do that. Yosuke, no, no, bad Yosuke, no, no! Oh my god.
Whoa!
It's the Headless Bearman!
What the hell are you?
Quick, jump in!
It's empty inside.
My god.
Me? The culprit? I wouldn't do such a thing.
Okay, so we're the culprits.
I
Right.
just live here.
I just work here, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
I just want to live here peacefully.
That's a nice ambition. Yosuke has no retort for that.
Okay, I'll believe that you guys aren't the culprits.
Thank you.
But I want you to find the real guy who did all this. You have to stop him.
Agreed. That's simple enough.
Promise me. Or else...
Or else what?
I'm not gonna let you guys out of here.
You cheeky little bear.
You little...
You do know what will happen, right?
Hold on. My home here will be a complete mess. And then I...
Oh. Oh. Bad Yosuke, you made the mysterious bear cry.
What are you crying for all of a sudden?
He's a bear and he has a hard day.
This thing's really weirding me out.
I think he's kind of cute. I have a little punching bag made of Teddy. That's Teddy, by the way. Teddy's awesome. Again, Teddy here. Again,
Hey,
he'll introduce himself later. Was actually voiced by Dave Wittenberg in the PS2 vanilla version.
It seems you will encounter a misfortune at your destination, and a great mystery will be imposed upon you.
It seems like anime shit is going to happen to you. Get good, scrub. Well, may as well investigate.
You're the only ones I can ask. Will you promise me?
Well, if you don't threaten us, sure. I promise.
Thank you!
Aw, he's happy now.
damn bear. Practically holding a gun to our heads.
That would be scary, wouldn't it? Just a bear holding a
It's
freaking...
true that we came
Like
here
a
to
bear
figure
holding a
things
Glock.
out. So far, we're completely in the dark.
Give me the fucking picnic basket.
Look for the culprit, huh? Bring it on. You got my word, too.
That's like
Let's
overkill.
introduce ourselves. I'm Yosuke Hanamura, and this is my buddy.
I'm not gonna actually say his name.
Teddy!
That's a good name.
Figures.
Oh, really?
But how are we
Okay.
supposed to find the culprit in the first place?
I would have called him Barry Bearstein.
I don't
Barry
know.
Barrington.
Oh, but I know where the last person came in.
The last person? You mean Saki-senpai?
You want to see a dead body?
I mean the person who came in and disappeared last time. I don't know the name.
Stands to reason.
Well, I'll take you there. You might find clues.
Okay.
Oh, one thing first. You two should put these on.
What are these glasses for?
So you look cool during cutscenes and battles. And for this. So now Teddy's given us special glasses that will allow us to look inside the TV world without there being any fog.
With these on,
It
it's like the
also
fog doesn't
makes sure that we
exist.
don't get sick while we're hanging out in here.
They'll help you walk through the fog. Well, I've been here for a long time, so you.
Teddy
can
obviously
rely
doesn't
on
need
me.
that since he lives here.
But I can only show you where the place is. You guys will have to defend yourselves.
This is kind of similar to Persona 3, where the character Mitsuru played the
They're
same
not fighting
role.
monsters, you understand?
Teddy will actually participate in battles later, much later, but it's more
We
like,
just got here.
but
If
for
it's
right
so
now he's gonna
dangerous,
play
why
the
don't you do
support
something
role.
instead of relying on us.
What can he do?
No way. I've got no muscles.
He's got no style, he's got no grace.
Oh,
This
I'll
bear
give
has a
you guys
funny
moral
face.
support from a safe distance.
Okay,
How's that sound?
that sounds awesome, let's do that. Can Teddy really not fight? Try touching Teddy. Yeah.
No!
He's like a little turtle.
Is this thing for real?
Okay, I have an idea, Yosuke. Work with me on this one. We grab his legs and we use him as a
Find the
club.
culprit, and this is all the backup we get?
That's the best idea I got.
Oh yeah. Can I ask you something?
Can you help me up? I seriously can't move.
Saki senpai person. Someone you know?
He's still smiling, though. That's kind of creepy.
That doesn't matter right now.
Yeah, touchy subject. Don't bring that up to Yosuke right now.
Anyways, at least now we know Senpai might have been thrown in here.
Is that a good
We
thing?
can find more information too. Let's get moving.
Okay.
Wait!
Come on, work those abs. Crunch. Do crunches like you mean it. Feel the burn. Work on your core exercises. Cardio day is not
What is
is
this
not just
place?
bonus,
It looks just like the shopping district.
but with the really
What's going
fucking
on?
red and black sky. Yeah, totally like the shopping
Some
district.
weird places have appeared here recently. Things are getting so tangled, I don't know what to do.
So this is the first dungeon area of the game.
By the
I will
way,
get into
why are
this
you
once we
standing
move
so
on a
far
little
from us?
further on ahead, and I'll try to explain more of the...
You better not be planning to
importance
hightail it if
of the
something
area.
does come up.
He just said he'd give us moral support.
Of course not.
That's why my pupils have receded into my face.
I can't stand too close, you know? I get in your way.
Aw, Sam Riegel, you're never in our way.
Man, they really went all out on this.
Who's
All the
they?
places in town, why'd they replicate this one?
Because it's pretty awesome.
How should I know? This is reality for the one who's here.
Ooh, interesting.
As usual, nothing you say makes any sense.
Are you sure about that? Makes kind of sense to me.
This is our shopping district. We're not far from Saki-senpai's.
Okay, let's get moving. And Yosuke just wants to barrel on
I
ahead.
knew it! This is the liquor store that Senpai's parents run.
Let's get some booze.
Does this mean Senpai disappeared here?
I wonder if TV World booze takes the same as regular booze.
Wait a second. They're here.
Oh shit, it's time for combat. Friggin' finally.
Shadows. I had a feeling they were going to attack.
Care to explain what that is? Oh, time for an anime cutscene. Here we go. So the introduction to the shadows in this game comes a little later than it does in Persona 3. And here it's a lot less violent, by the way. And now it's time for the one time that Johnny Young Bosch will actually voice Yuna Arakami in this entire game. In a cutscene. I think. Oh, and there's that mysterious voice. That sounds like Dave Wittenberg, though. A little bit. Down, down. And now we get our tarot cards and arcana.
So...
Yeah! And now the kick-ass rock music plays. Hey Yosuke, look what I'm doing. And now we get Izanagi and his glorious codpiece. The initial persona, Izanagi. Yeah. Probably the most easily recognizable persona in the entire series, at least in my opinion. Probably a little bit more recognizable than Orpheus, too.
Stay calm and listen.
How can you stay calm? I just summoned a swordsman out of my back. Out of a frickin' card.
If you can pinpoint that weakness and take advantage of it, the battle will be a lot easier. I can tell this one has a weakness too. Try stuff out and see what works.
Now, there's a lot of options that you can do for combat. Like I mentioned in the first video. Let's see. Analysis. This will usually let Teddy examine what the enemy's weakness is. Right now we have Slipping Habillary. And their weakness is Zeo, the lightning spell. And whenever you do attack that weakens an opponent or does a critical attack,
Of what attacks have effects on enemies.
Johnny Young Bosch will voice the character and say that persona's name. And I think we can also, yeah. So we can also do analysis by pressing the left L1 trigger, at least on the PS3 controller. So we can go ahead and hit him again. Enemies that that are weak to an attack, you can automatically do another attack to them. And it also allows for another attack. It allows for another attack, and later on in the game, it also provides other bonuses. However, it's a two-way street. So if you get hit by an enemy attack that you're weak to, in our case, we're weak to wind, then you fall on your ass and you lose a turn, and any enemy gets a +1 turn. And now we get our level up screen. I don't think I really need to explain what leveling up does. So yeah, we have Izanagi, our very first persona, and we'll be using him, unless people have a suggestion for a persona that they want me to use, for the entirety of the game. And this is actually a much more viable strategy in Persona 4 The Golden than the original vanilla port. And I'll get into that later. It's Izanagi, dude. The coolest persona ever.
Persona? What was it? I mean, what did you do?
Tan Warren gave me strength, dude.
Hey, you think I can do it too?
And how?
Calm down, Yosuke. You're troubling Sensei.
Oh, now who's a kiss ass?
Sensei?
Yeah, dude. I'm the big boss.
Gosh almighty, you're amazing, Sensei. I am one impressed bear.
I have the respect of Teddy. My life is complete.
You're hiding such an amazing power. No wonder the shadows were scared of you.
Well, that and other
Are
reasons.
you the one who's able to bring people into this world?
Yes. Yes, I am.
And that's what I thought. This is really something.
Aren't I, though?
Don't you think so, Yosuke?
Dude, you call him Sensei and then
Oh, he
don't
just
show
bounces
me any
back.
respect?
That's why they made a punching bag of him.
Sorry.
But you're just not as cool as him.
Well, your
He's
support
Lelouch
was bad.
Lamperouge, and you're just Suzaku.
I gotta give you some credit for that.
Thank you.
Huh?
Oh, you're talking to him.
Really?
He didn't really do much.
All right. You two keep it up, and I think we'll be fine from here on out.
I'm just gonna coast on my
Now
ass.
let's get back to the investigation.
Can do. Let's go through that mysterious vortex door. I'm sure that's a good way to
What
go.
could have happened to Senpai here?
Well, presumably she got killed. And this is another feature of Persona 4. Well, not a feature. This is more of another thing that happens with shadows. Voices tend to go...
Go under.
Yeah. There are subconscious voices that
Because of that store.
are used to kind of antagonize the one whose world this is.
I heard that Konishi-san's daughter is working there.
Oh.
Oh my, how could she with her family's
Hi,
business
Laura
suffering
Bailey.
like it is?
Using her very foppish
Sales
voice.
have gone downhill because of Juness.
Fuck Juness, am I right? Every day's great at your Juness. My ass.
That poor father, to have his own daughter working for the enemy.
What the hell?
What a troublesome child.
It's a liquor store. It's a specialty store. They can get a bunch of liquor and stuff. I don't think, grocery stores like Walmart can
You
just...
said that this place is reality for those that are here, right?
Yeah.
So, does that mean this was Senpai's reality when she wandered in here?
Yosuke's about to get hit by like a ton of bricks by what's about to happen in the next few
What's over
minutes.
Fine.
What are you expecting him to say, though?
Find out ourselves.
As usual, Yosuke barrels into trouble. Dang. Is this what liquor stores look like in Japan? They're doing massive keg stands. Look how high the kegs go. A man yelling.
Saki, how many times do I have to tell you?
I've heard that voice too.
Is this Senpai's dad?
Probably.
You know what the neighbors say about you, right? Aren't you ashamed of yourself? You're the eldest daughter of a family who's owned this store for generations.
She's getting a part-time job.
Or did you meet some guy there? Just tell me why you have to work there of all places.
Because they were hiring.
I can't believe this.
Is this really such a social taboo?
She had fun at work. She never said anything like this to me.
Where else was she gonna work?
You're telling me this was how Senpai really saw things?
Yosuke, take a seat for a minute.
These photos. Hey, is this?
Okay, Yosuke, you might want to calm down a little bit.
photo we took the other day with the other part-timers at Junes. Why is it cut up like this?
Hate to break it to you.
I never had the chance to say it.
Oh boy.
Is that Senpai's voice?
And now the dramatic music plays.
I always wanted to tell Hana-chan.
That he was super kawaii.
Huh? Me?
Yosuke, take it down a notch.
That he was a real pain in the ass.
Bitch!
I was nice to him just because he was the store manager's son. That's all.
Boy, glad she's dead, am I right, Yosuke? Huh? Am I right? Good riddance. Bros before hoes, am I right? I'm sorry about your loss.
Pain in the ass?
Sorry, not sorry.
Who cares about Junes anyway?
Oh, somebody's getting a little salty.
Because of that store, our business is ruined. My parents hate me. The neighbors talk behind my back.
Hey, here's an idea. How about don't work there?
Everything would just disappear.
You know? Don't work there. That's easy. Easy enough. That way you don't get branded as a fucking pariah. Yosuke, you don't,
It's so sad. I feel so sorry for myself. Boo-hoo.
Oh shit, evil Yuri Lowenthal. With a voice filter.
I'm the one who thinks everything's a pain in the ass.
Oh hell. So now here comes the main focus of the game. Shadow versions of your characters.
I wouldn't think that.
And you're about to hear the one piece of dialogue that reoccurs the entire game.
Yeah, right.
They're actually also a feature in Persona 4 Arena Ultimax.
Screw the shopping district and Junes too. You're sick of everything, especially living out in the sticks.
Shadows of yourself, or shadow characters in this game, that's since they were introduced here, and not in Persona 3, which is how this was not even a thing.
Being carefree and happy-go-lucky.
They're basically the part of yourself that you really, really, really don't want to admit to. Admittedly, Yosuke's is kind of a little weak.
To block out the pain of isolation.
He kind of just wants to do whatever the fuck he
What's
wants.
this about checking out this world for Saki-senpai's sake? Ha! I know the real reason you came snooping.
You just want an excuse to be a cool guy.
Stop it!
Pretty much.
Why so panicked? I thought I was just spouting bullshit. Or maybe I do know everything you're thinking.
Even as a psychotic ghost, Yuri Lowenthal is still cool.
I am you.
Just accept it.
You just came because you thought it sounded like a good time. What else is there to do out in this shit?
They're basically shadows just want to constantly antagonize the original version of themselves to make them reject them.
No other reason for coming here, did you?
So it also makes it really easy
It's not true.
for Yosuke to say.
Stop it.
It's gonna make it really easy for Yosuke to say what he's about to say
Big
next.
shot. If all went well, hey, maybe you could even be a hero.
Hiro Shoja.
Senpai you were so sweet on, her death was the perfect excuse.
Oh, that's going a little too far.
That's not true.
Yeah.
What are you? Who are you?
And here comes the main recurring theme of the game. Well, not
I
yet.
already told you. I'm you. Your shadow.
Yeah.
Nothing I don't know about you.
It's the other half of yourself that you do not want to talk about.
Screw
Oh,
that. I don't
here it
know
comes.
you.
Wait for it.
You can't be me, you son of a bitch!
And there's your recurring theme for the entire game. An animated cutscene right now.
That's right! Say it again! You're not me. You're nothing like me!
And when you say those magic words,
Right.
when you say those magic three little words,
I'm not you anymore, see?
this happens. Sounds like someone just ordered a stupid looking boss. Ah! Doomsday comic reference. Everybody does it. Honestly, I think it looks kind of cool. And then Yosuke passes out. This will be a recurring trend for all of the party members we recruit. And they just take on ridiculous personifications of whatever their deepest desires are. In this case,
I am a shadow.
Shadow Yosuke is part frog, but he's also kind of has a Kamen Rider look.
Starting with you.
He has kind of a Kamen Rider approach, which is kind of like Yosuke's desire to be a hero. Hence the scarf, the cool-looking eyes and stuff, but with really exaggerated gloves. See, like I said, they have two moves whenever you get hit by a weak attack. Hit by a weakness attack. Our weakness is wind, which just so happens to be Shadow Yosuke's element. However, it's a two-way street, like I said, so Shadow Yosuke is weak to lightning. So we can pretty much trade blows back and forth, but we also have a few items to heal ourselves if necessary. So let's go ahead and hit him with Zio. And just do this! And I believe if you hit him with another one, in most cases it makes the Shadow get dizzy. Or it just makes him flip around.
Don't underestimate me.
So this battle is pretty self-explanatory. Keep hitting him with Zio, and there we go. And then hit him with Cleave, I guess. And guard whenever necessary. I think he might hit us with Wind of Oblivion. Oh, no, he's guarding.
It's guarding. It's weak point.
So let's go ahead and let's use the medicine. Just to kind of regroup.
Huh, that's it? Boring.
So Yosuke's whole thing is... We probably should have guarded. Yosuke's whole thing is... He's really, really bored of the countryside. And that's kind of how this plays into his dungeon. It is supposed to be kind of like Saki's dungeon because it's based on the town and the liquor store. But in actuality, this is more of Yosuke's dungeon. And my thoughts on this are... The more severe a person's rejection of their other half is, the larger the dungeon might be. And since Yosuke's is, power charge increases any physical attack. Let's go ahead and hit him with Zio. And since Yosuke's, at least in my opinion, is actually pretty small, his dungeon isn't even that long. It's actually just one floor, and it's just a straight shoot to the boss. And there are no other enemies if you decide to come back here. So, that's pretty much my thoughts on this. Oh, by the way, Yosuke is... Yeah.
It's weak to electricity. Go for it.
Yeah, as we said, Yosuke's... This thing's Arcana is Magician. And so it stands to reason that so is Yosuke's. Now, another little thing I want to mention, I know I got into the JoJo thing with Castlevania, but... So let's go ahead and put our guard up.
What a freaking pain in the ass! Get out of my way! Out of the way!
And that actually also kind of stands to reason that in Stardust Crusaders Part 3 of JoJo, which has a lot to do with Persona 4, there's a lot of similarities to it, especially with the personas and the stands. The first ally that the main character gets is of the Magician Arcana, and it's taken the form of Muhammad Abdal. Now granted, Abdal had a fire motif and a bird motif, which is more similar to the previous Magician Arcana representative from Persona 3, who's Junpei Iori, whose persona was Hermes, which was also a bird persona, which was a bird persona of the Magician Arcana, focused more on physical attacks, but also had fire. And that's also weird because Hermes was previously used in Persona 2 by another best friend character of the main character, Jun Kuroso. But then that persona was more of the Wheel of Fortune. And I'll get into more how that's relates to Persona 4 later, because we will be meeting somebody of the Wheel of Fortune Arcana later in the game.
Not me.
Dude, I really don't want to fight him again.
That thing came from you, Yosuke.
There's a lot of stuff that I could probably go on about the Arcanas, and I'll go into them, like how they relate to Persona 3 or the earlier Persona games. But yeah, the Magician Arcana is generally your best friend character, the first party member that you get. You're still yourself. They're usually the first party member to join you in combat, and they're usually stick with you for the entirety of the game. occasionally they might butt heads with you, but for the most part, they're your best friend. And also, like I mentioned earlier with Magician Arcanas, most of the Magician Arcanas have very bad luck with women. Because they have a love that they truly care for, but they end up meeting a very tragic end. Kind of like the Magician Arcana from Persona 3 and Junpei himself. Yosuke has this issue with Saki. Oh, and now that Yosuke has accepted his other half, we get Jiraiya! Yeah! The Persona Disco Ninja Frog! I love Jiraiya. Jiraiya is so cool. I actually have a D-Art statue of him. Of Jiraiya and Izanagi. And also... Oh, no, wait. Not Izanagi. I have another D-Art statue. I have a Mega House statue of Izanagi and one of Yu Narukami. And after you accept the other half of yourself, you get really, really tired, naturally.
Wonder if that was something Senpai had been keeping deep down inside.
Or maybe that was just your thoughts, Yosuke.
He was a real pain in the ass, huh?
Or maybe it was Saki's thoughts. I can't really say. I do think this is still Yosuke's dungeon, considering it's so small and his problems seem kind of small. In relation to everybody else's, he has one of the easiest problems to be remedied. Ah, it's no big deal. Broske for life! And now, Yosuke will actually be able to help us out in battle. And, spoiler alert, I'll be probably using him for the majority, if not the entirety of the game, because he's one of the most useful members in the game. He's kind of a jack of all trades, but we'll get into that later. I know I keep saying that.
Here were originally born from humans. Sometimes the fog clears, then they all go
Unless you guys have a suggestion for a party setup that doesn't include Yosuke, I'll be using him for the majority of the game. But if you do have other members that you want me to add or subtract, please let me know.
So that's why people die when it gets foggy in our world.
Logic dictates that Saki came in here by herself. She faced her shadow half, rejected it, it went out of control, and it killed her. So she probably... And since she didn't have a buddy to help her out who had the power of Persona, she couldn't have lasted. And I guess the same can go for the announcer. God.
Let's go back.
I'll get more into the Persona and JoJo trivia later as it becomes more apparent. Coincidentally, our Arcana is the Fool, which is similar to, which is the same Arcana as the last member to join the JoJo team in the Stardust Crusader, Iggy. So it's kind of weird that the main protagonist here is a human of the Fool Arcana, and in the show and in the manga, Iggy is a dog who uses the Fool Arcana. More on that later. And there's also a pretty interesting connection between their relationship with a member of the Star Arcana. But I'll get into that whenever we meet that member. It was the same for them.
The fog does lift here sometimes. The shadows get really violent then.
Teddy keeps bringing that up, and I kind of explained what happens when they get violent. They get murdered. They get in the murder fever.
People here twice before, but both of them disappeared after the fog lifted.
Probably because they were killed by their shadows.
Senpai and that Yamano lady were thrown in here, and since they couldn't get out, they wandered around.
And they got killed by their shadows.
That shadow thing came out of them. The fog cleared, it went berserk, and it ended up killing them.
Yep.
Does that sound right?
More or less.
So if I'd been here until the fog cleared, I would have been in much deeper trouble?
Considering you didn't have Jiraiya on your side. No, yeah, you'd probably be dead.
You were lucky. Sensei and me were here with you.
Damn it.
Ah, it's cool.
Senpai and that announcer, they were stuck
That's
here
not,
all
though.
alone. No one could save them.
That's no bueno. Ugh.
They disappeared when the fog lifted, but they were safe before that. no shadows attacked them.
I guess that's some consolation. Probably because we had the power of Persona tapped.
They might see people who investigate this place as enemies.
That's
It'll be dangerous.
coincidental.
We might be able to fight them. We might save people.
And thus,
Are you
like I
saying
said,
if anyone else gets thrown in here, we can save them
that's
before they
part of the
just-
story. Now we have our motive.
Like,
Now we
you
have our
guys just
motive.
saved me?
Go watch the TV for anybody who shows up on the Midnight Channel. We need to find the culprit. Watch the Midnight Channel to find out who might be the next
Catch the
victim
one
thrown
who's
in,
throwing people in
and
here
then
and
save
never
them before
stop.
they die.
Yeah. I'm finally starting to understand what's going on.
So now we have our cool case. It's time for the investigation to begin.
Can I ask something too?
What's up, Teddy?
If shadows are born from humans, what was Teddy born from?
Well, when a mommy bear and a daddy bear love each other very, very
You know where it came
much,
from? How should we know?
they poop out a baby. And that
I
baby
know
was
some
you.
things, mostly about this world, but I don't know anything about myself.
Although I think in your case, I think a clown and a bear got it on.
I never thought about it until now.
Are you serious?
That sucks.
No wonder we couldn't get a straight answer out of you.
Don't you feel bad now, Yosuke, about grilling the bear with no actual identity?
Will you guys come back here?
You're not gonna let us out if we don't. We made a promise.
You'll keep your word?
That means you better let us out,
Well,
Mr.
you're the one
Bear.
who said you weren't letting us out unless we do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I'll let you out. But there's one thing. I'll be waiting for you guys here.
That doesn't sound creepy at all.
You need to come in from the same place every time, so we can meet up.
Sounds fair. The TV at Junes? Like Teddy would know.
You could come in from somewhere else, but then you won't end up here.
And then you'll die.
You might show up somewhere I couldn't get to you. Then you'd be doomed.
Spooky.
Got it?
Capiche?
Well, pretty much.
Yeah, that sounds pretty
Show us
self-explanatory.
the way out?
Roger that. One exit coming right up.
Watch what this magical bear person can do. Cha-cha-cha.
Cool. First, we need to make sure there aren't any employees milling around out there.
Alright, let's get on out. Teddy, I swear, you touch my ass again.
Okay, go, go, go! Squish!
Hey, stop squeezing, you little...
Oh, I guess a finger went in. I wonder if Chie's still there. I hope so. Or maybe she went out to go get some steak. That's what I would have done. Screw my friend, steak is awaiting. We're back. Oh, she is here. Hey, Chia. How's it going? And we got some spiffy new glasses.
Huh? Chie? Whoa, what's with that face?
Yosuke, she had a hard time. Let's be nice. Take your frickin' rope, you dick.
The nerve of you guys! Ugh, you're such morons!
Oh, baby, don't be like that. I can change.
I can't believe this! You guys suck!
Oh. Aaron Fitzgerald is upset.
I had no idea what to do!
Now I feel bad.
I was so worried!
We made Fitzgerald Senpai sad. Aw.
I mean, scared stiff, damn it!
Or we pissed her off. Either way.
I hate you both!
Oh, no, don't do that. Oh. Now Aaron Fitzgerald will never hang out with me
I
ever.
think that might have kind of sort of been our fault.
She's gonna go tell Tara Platt on you. And then you're gonna be in the doghouse.
Too far. Let's apologize to her tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm completely wiped out. I'm gonna go home.
You do know that
sit
she
in the
was
shower for a while and get some sleep. Trish in Catherine, right? She's got that wicked afro. You could get lost in there. Well, see you in the morning.
It's 5 p.m., dude. Don't go to sleep right now. It's only 5 p.m. Oh. Hi there. How are you doing?
Oh, are you surprised to see me dressed this way? My parents
Not really.
sent me out on an errand.
Yeah, that's cool. I would be surprised if you kept wearing the same clothes over and over
Used to a
again.
new town and school?
Yeah. I like it here.
Really?
There's mystery about. I
But
like
It
mysteries.
must be difficult moving to a place you know nothing about.
If our experience in the dungeon has taught us anything, our main character is essentially perfect, considering they didn't have to fight their shadow selves.
Oh,
It basically means our character has nothing to hide, has no shadow part of himself that he needs to hide. Although that wasn't the case in the anime version. There was a shadow version of Yuna Arakami. We're getting along. She might be my waifu.
that.
But then again, you might be as well. It depends on what people say.
She's very supportive, you know? It's always her who gives me the little extra push I need.
It's like a push-up bra.
We had homeroom together last year, too.
That's what girls call each other.
Remember how we
You're like my push-up bra. Oh, you guys were some pranksters.
I should get going. I need to make tomorrow's arrangements with our head chef.
Okay.
Our inn can't
Well.
function without me right now.
Ooh. Someone's getting a little cocky.
I'll see you at school then.
Well, bring your umbrella. You don't want to get your kimono all wet.
Dad's late.
What else is new? He's a detective, sweetie. He's got a... Oh, boy.
Story is an update in our ongoing report on the bizarre murders occurring in Inaba. At around 7 a.m., local high school student Saki Konishi was found dead in Inaba's...
Murders are awesome! Look how cool this murder is! Look at all these bodies! This is so cool!
Similarly to the last victim,
Holy shit, you guys! Did you notice the dead bodies?
that body. Police are proceeding under the assumption that this may be a serial murder.
It's super cool, you guys! All this murder?
Yamano. The coroner's report has established Miss Konishi's time of death at around 1 a.m. last night.
So, after
The
midnight.
body went unnoticed until this morning as a result of the heavy fog blanketing the area.
So you got about an hour in the midnight,
Another
after the
incident.
midnight channel comes on.
Dad won't be coming home tonight.
That's a very strict time limit. I'll be here with you.
I'll be okay.
She doesn't really warm up to
Can
you
help me do
initially.
some stuff around the house?
But I'm the sister kingpin of steel.
Amagi Inn, located upstream of Samegawa River, is the town's oldest historical landmark.
Hi, Kyle Abear. You're doing your not creepy
Vacationers
voice.
are known to travel surprising distances in order to visit its open-air, radium-rich hot springs.
Oh, hot springs. Well, hot damn. Let me go there now.
Yamano, the manager has stepped aside, leaving her daughter Yukiko to fill her shoes.
Frick, if it has a hot spring, hot damn. Uh-oh. Yukiko's on TV, wearing that same
She's
kimono.
a manager who's still in high school.
Okay.
Now that has a nice ring to it. Let's see if we can interview her. Excuse me?
I don't think that's how reporters work.
Are you speaking to me?
We've heard that you're the new manager. Is it true you're still in high school?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm only filling in temporarily.
But you're so in high school, and you're a manager. Whoa!
Side? Wow, you're looking gorgeous in that kimono. You must have had a lot of male visitors.
Vastly inappropriate. No, yeah, you don't do that on the news. You have to be biased. Get the facts. Don't just peddle smut. Agreed. It's also on the
verge of sexual harassment.
Please do the dishes.
She's a high school student, you frickin' scumbag. Jesus. Oh, but now we can check our status screen. Yay. So let's go see what we're equipped with. We got a golf club, a t-shirt, wristwatch, and default clothing. Monkey wrench, long t-shirt, plain ring. Okay, we got all of Yosuke's stuff and our stuff. So yeah, Izanagi will be the only persona I use unless somebody else suggests. So here you can tell all the elemental weaknesses and strengths, all the abilities you can learn. You can actually learn new abilities as your persona levels up. But, like I've said before, yeah, we're the Fool Arcana, and Yosuke is of the Magician Arcana. And Yosuke's persona actually has a lot of wind attacks, and it also has a healing spell in Daya. Yosuke's persona will be focused a lot on wind magic, a few physical attacks, as well as healing magic here or there. Oh, and also hit and evasion buffs. That'll be Yosuke's main priority. What's in the fridge? So, yeah. The reason why... Oh, and every time that you finish a dungeon, you go and watch your TV in your room to see just how things might have panned out. Now, obviously this wasn't the case for this particular dungeon, but if you're too late in saving any future party members, you'll end up getting a game over screen where it kind of shows where it kind of goes over how your partner, how your party member died. I'm going to try to avoid doing that. I never had that be a problem. Like I said, an Izanagi-only playthrough for Persona 4 Golden is actually very viable. And I will get into that once we get into the next dungeon, and I'll explain why that is.
The time is now midnight.
Get ready for your spooky TV programming. He's there again. See as many times as you want. Uh-oh. And the Midnight Channel also gives you an idea of she's wearing a kimono. I wonder who it is! Even though your character never puts two and two to fucking together! It's so obvious who it is! It just said she's wearing a kimono! How can you not know who that is? Why in every single situation like this do they never put two and two together? That's a thing I don't get! So anyway, an Izanagi only run is actually very viable because I've already mentioned that. Oh, right, I'm getting off topic. My head is... Oh, we're back in the Velvet Room.
Welcome.
How's it going, Igor?
Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real world.
Occasionally you'll get scenes like this where Igor will kind of explain the main plot of the game, or kind of let you know that certain new activities are going to be available in the Velvet Room.
And so we meet again.
We might actually be able to use the Velvet Room pretty soon.
This is a space that only those who have, in one way or another, entered into a contract may enter.
I think Margaret's had a few different voice actresses as well.
In your daily life, you subconsciously heard the call to awaken, and you chose to follow the destiny of your inner voice.
I like Margaret.
Thereby,
she's so cool.
Enacting your glorious awakening to your power.
Hold on to this.
This will be how you access the Velvet Room. The Velvet Key. So now we can enter the Velvet Room and use its services.
You are our guest in this Velvet Room.
The Velvet Room also changes in each of the Persona games, depending on who the visitor is. In Persona 1 and 2, it was a big blue room. Just a big blue box that anybody could go in, as long as they had the power of Persona. In Persona 3, it was an elevator shaft that was constantly going up. But only one person could enter it, and that was your main protagonist, who was the representative of the Fool Arcana. I understand. In this one, it's a limousine. This also happens to be a process in... it's also brought up in Persona Q, where everybody could go into it, but it was also like some kind of broken stairway. So I guess in Persona 5, it's going to be a prison-like area, and I'm not sure how that'll work. Who knows? Igor's been very polite with us in the last 4 games, but maybe that in Persona 5, that'll be the first time he's ever actually, like, aggressive toward us, considering we're going to be very, you know, as opposed to being polite. So basically what Igor's saying is, we have the Fool Arcana, which is 0.
Yet holding infinite potential within it.
Basically what he's saying is, we can do anything. Special?
The persona ability is the power to
this since we are the Fool Arcana and have the power of the wild card, we can summon a variety of personas instead of just being limited to one like the rest of our party members are.
By becoming involved with others, your own social links will
There's that word, social links. Social links is how you interact with certain characters in the game. If you increase a social link with if you become more friendly with a character, then you can create more powerful personas, or they gain more experience They gain more experience points. And if you get it to a certain level, to the very maximum, you unlock an ultimate persona of that arcana. However, I've unlocked all the personas already, so I could probably use them right from the beginning. The same thing was revealed in Persona 3 as well. And in Persona 1 and 2, any member had the power of the wild card. Even all party members, not just your character that you played as. They could also switch their personas at random. And also, the protagonist in Persona 1 was that of the Emperor Arcana. And Tatsuya and Maya were of the Sun and I believe the Moon Arcana respectively. And yet they could swap their personas instead of just being stuck with the personas they were initially given.
Yo.
Hey, you didn't smash your nuts for once.
You saw what was on last night, right?
Yeah, I wonder who it was.
But if someone's shown up on TV, we can't ignore it.
Well, Yosuke wouldn't know, because he didn't see.
After school. Maybe Teddy can tell us something.
Sure. Let's go for it.
If it turns out someone was thrown in again, there really might be a culprit behind all this.
Well, yeah, Teddy kind of just explained that there's a culprit at hand.
If someone's using that world as a weapon, that's unforgivable.
That is pretty shitty of them. I won't disagree with that.
We need to find the culprit, no matter what it takes.
Yeah! Let's get going.
There's no way the police can do it.
Happy music!
Who'd believe that the murderer kills people by throwing them into the TV?
We are the law. Fuck the Pope-ho. It has to be us. I want to keep my word, too. You do it. It has to be us. Blood brothers, man.
Cool. It's reassuring to hear someone else say it. You know, I tried sticking my head in the TV last night the way you did, and it actually worked.
Oh, so who's crazy now, huh? Who's crazy? Not me!
The same power.
Yeah, but don't get cocky. I'm way cooler than you. I can beat you. Oh wait, we cancel each other out.
So we could solve the case.
Sure, that could be the reason.
And again,
or maybe they just wanted to have a really cool power up.
And get your persona first.
Yeah, and I didn't have to deal with any of that shadow shit.
I feel like as long as you're with me, I can find the culprit and crack this case.
Hell yeah!
Well, let's do our best.
Best friends for life. I love you, Yosuke. You're the coolest. And with that, the Magician Arcana was established. The Magician Arcana social link. So now, whenever we decide to fuse a persona of the Magician Arcana, it will get a little bit of extra XP whenever we fuse it. And also, if you form a social link with a party member, then that also affects their combat abilities. It lets them do more moves. It also affects their persona. It might even help them avoid certain elemental weaknesses. In Persona 4 the Golden, this is especially important because it goes even beyond that of what it was in the Vanilla Edition.
As you form bonds by becoming involved with others, your own social links will gradually develop.
Yeah.
The power of these social links is
So like I said at the beginning, at the very first video, I'm going to try going for every single social link by using KAD FC's guide on GameFAQs for the New Game Plus run through. So now, since Yosuke has formed a bond with us, he can now wake up a downed ally. So that means if we get knocked on our ass by an elemental weakness, Yosuke might pick us up and we can just ignore staying on our ass and missing a turn. So that's pretty useful. And Yosuke's is automatic. And I think there's a few other party members who are automatic, but for the most part, you have to go do it on your own volition. What's up, Chie?
Mind that. Is Yukiko still not here?
Say what?
Huh? Yukiko-san? No. At least I haven't seen her today.
I saw her yesterday in her kimono.
What should I do?
Jealous?
Hey,
I bet you
is
are.
that stuff you were talking about for real?
About a talking bear? Yes.
All that about how people showing up on the Midnight Channel is related to that other world.
Oh, we were just talking about that. We're thinking of checking it out later.
The person on TV yesterday? I think it was Yukiko.
Yeah, thank you. Somebody picks up on this.
That kimono looked like the one she wears at the inn, and she wore it during that
I
interview
know,
with you
right?
too.
And yet we couldn't put it together.
I got worried.
It makes sense for Yosuke to not know because he probably didn't see her in it, but still. That's not great.
Earlier in the evening, though, and she said she'd be at school today.
Maybe she cut class. It's cool.
Calm down. We get the picture. And you still haven't heard from her?
Sounds like it's time for our rescue mission.
What's that supposed to mean? Wait, are you saying Yukiko was thrown in there?
I'm not saying that.
We don't know yet for sure. We should check to see if she's safe first.
That's a good idea, Brosuke. Brosuke Hanamura. Pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up.
No good. Her voicemail picked up.
Well, to be fair, she is pretty busy. Okay, let's calm down. Let's take it down a notch.
Then is Yukiko-san inside that place?
That is a possibility.
Stop it. Something must have come up.
I like Chie's little buttons. It's got a little happy face on it. Yeah, I'm sure that's it.
Oh, or she might be helping at the end. She wouldn't be able to answer herself if that's it.
You know, the stages of grief, denial is usually the first one.
School for that?
You don't know. She's got a very busy schedule. She's a hard-working girl.
I've got the number here somewhere.
Hi, I'd like to make a reservation.
Go, pick up.
I'd like to schedule an appointment at the Hot Springs. Co-ed.
Is this Yukiko? Thank God she's there.
Oh, yay! Problem avoided.
I see. Nah, it was nothing. I'll email you again later.
Yay! Yukiko's safe.
She was over at the inn.
Told ya.
She said they had a big group reservation and she had to help out.
That's nice.
Yeah. Oh, now that I think about it, this has happened before too. At least once a year. She said she'll be at the inn tomorrow too.
Huh.
For crying out loud, Yosuke, you got me worried over nothing.
You dick.
She was totally fine.
Alright, let's not...
Is Yukiko-san inside that place?
Sorry.
Dude, don't bite his head off.
Thought that.
Because we totally saw a dead body.
What?
Talking bear.
Well, we thought people show up on the Midnight Channel because they're already over in that world. I mean, it makes sense, right? People show up on TV because they're inside the TV. But Yukiko-san's still here in our world. We might want to see what this is about. All right, let's meet up at Junes after school.
It's time for an adventure. After school. Oh.
Okay, I think that's more than enough about my sorry escapades.
About how you pissed yourself? Yeah, that is pretty
If I
sorry.
hadn't seen the place firsthand, I'd never have believed a story like that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh wait,
It
Chie was
really
with us
to
with
know
the
what's
talking
going on
bear.
inside.
Probably not the best time to do this.
How? By talking to that Teddy guy?
Yeah. Too bad there's so many customers around. I forgot there's a sale in the electronics department today.
1 minute, if you please.
I got it. Come here a sec.
Okay, this plan still confuses me, because you cannot block
Try
this.
sticking your hand in and
Unless you're a very fat person.
I bet that bear's wandering around the entrance anyway.
Why would you think that?
Hey, Chia, stand over here.
What is your basis for that? Oh, make a wall.
A wall?
They can still see through the crack. You're not blocking anything. They can clearly see this. Ang. Ow. Dick.
What's wrong?
It bit me.
Not so loud, you idiot!
See that girl right there is looking at us directly.
Dude, is that a bite mark? Are you okay?
I'm going to cry. I think I'm gonna cry.
Oh, come on. Don't cry.
Oh.
Sheesh, that stupid bear must have done it.
In the anime, he's a lot more. He's like a lot more deadpan with it. In this, I guess my character was literally on the verge of crying.
No, it's not a game. Can you sense anyone inside there right now?
Yeah.
Who's anyone? I'm a lonely little bear like always.
Oh, that's sad.
This land feels so barren.
I'm going to kill you, Teddy, if you make another pun.
So there's no one inside.
That's part of Teddy's charm, his bear puns.
I'm not lying. My nose is running as good as ever.
That's not exactly a good sentence. If your nose is running, then you can't smell shit. That means it's bad.
Yukiko anyway.
Warn her that people might throw her into a TV. Okay, I'm sure she's not gonna be like, okay, Chie. Police? Yamate? Yeah, you're definitely not gonna be getting weird looks for that.
Monday, right?
You're like girl pals, right?
Sure. I'll go pick her up at her house.
Cool. Baller.
Maybe we'll find out more on tonight's Midnight Channel.
Awesome, we got a plan.
Cross your fingers that this is all just a misunderstanding.
Yep.
What's your cell number? I'll call you when I watch it tonight.
Somebody's being a little forward with my number. You exchange cell numbers with Yosuke. Yosuke constantly sends you dick
Don't
pics.
forget to watch tonight.
And it's the evening time. Oh, shoot.
Looks like we found all we're gonna find here.
And now we have the adventures of Adachi and
We've
Dojima.
still got nothing that points directly to a suspect.
We've got no clues because the sec with the most got a perf al.
I don't know if this is a homicide.
How do you not know if it's a homicide?
Well, what else could it be? There's no
Thank
way
you.
it could end up like that by accident.
Thank you, Adachi. Someone makes a very good point.
I know.
But still,
We haven't found the cause.
he's always
of death.
carrying that
First
jacket over his back
someone
like
just
that.
like it.
The first pick is.
If this is a murder case, there's no doubt we're dealing with a single perp.
Okay.
But if that's true, what the hell's going on?
You're in anime land, Dojima. It's, you know.
I thought at first this all spun out of that love triangle.
No, that singer, Misuzu Hiragi, has a solid alibi. She was performing overseas, and her phone records prove it.
But what about Namatame?
And remember, the only reason the scandal went public was because Hiragi herself broke it to the media.
So it's Namatame, is what you're
Put
saying.
themselves under suspicion that way if they had murder on their mind.
But maybe it's the perfect crime.
Got a point there.
Nobody would suspect it. It's so stupid, it's perfect.
Same with Taro Namatame, her husband. No matter how much we shake him down, nothing links him to the murders.
Nothing? Are you sure,
He's been working in the
Mr. Ace
city for
Detective?
6 months.
Oh.
Seems he was here recently because of the scandal, but he was swamped with work back home at the time of the incident.
Interesting.
Eyewitnesses
How
and
convenient.
other evidence placing him at his office the night that Mayumi Yamano died.
Which makes it the perfect crime and why he's the only suspect we have.
Yamano making contact with Namatame before or after her disappearance.
Well, then we're a shit out of luck, aren't we?
You hear Namatame's career has also been killed stone dead? He's been fired from his position as secretary.
I would imagine as much.
He's practically as much of a victim as the Yamano girl.
I know, losing your job and dying? That's totally the same thing.
I agree.
Oh, seriously?
Then we have the second case, regarding Saki Konishi.
Yeah, she's stone dead.
She's the one who discovered Yamano's corpse. I don't buy the killer shutting her up as a possible motive.
Shutting her up about what? Oh, I saw a body on a...
And the culprit didn't hide her. It's like they were meant to be found.
That's creepy.
The only other connect, but that hardly points
Oh,
to
shit.
Ah,
Ah, fuck.
common in a town as small as
Great, I'm gonna need to make another... no commentary version for this
I heard
episode.
about that angle on the news too.
Shit. Sorry. Sorry. No commentary version will be fine. I'll fix it. I'm just gonna need to save in a different slot.
Okay, I got it. How's this? Maybe there was something about the corpse that only Saki Konishi knew.
Like that it was hanging?
And our perp killed her to keep whatever it was from leaking out.
I was planning on making another no commentary version of this episode anyway. Damn!
Either way,
My freaking thumb is too damn trigger happy. Don't worry, the no commentary version will be fine. It will be completely different from this one.
It has to be someone
Not completely different. It'll be, you know,
It's
no
your
Skippy of
detective's intuition at
dialogue.
work.
Shit! That's why I'm making 2 versions of this. 2 versions. 1 commentary version, 1 no commentary version. All good. Okay, and on that note, let's see how Nanako's doing. How you doing, sweetie? He's absorbing the quiz show. We might do the quiz show for a bonus video. Okay, so let's go ahead and save on Data 3. There we go. Okay, and on that note, thank you for watching. On the next episode, we'll figure out more and see if Yukiko's in danger or not. Hopefully, this will all just be... Hopefully, everything will turn out fine, and everything will be good. But, who knows? Until then, thank you for watching.